Hi, Charles Nyaaba. Please unmute your mic.
Okay. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah. I'm saying that if you permit me, let me just give a brief history why Peace Dam farmers are so much interested in this project, because it's our brain project. During prior to the 2016 elections, we had what we call the Farmers Manifesto, where we looked at the priority areas that we think that any of the parties that will consider them in their manifestos will consider and vote that party in power. So we did engage MPP, and at the time we made a series of proposals concerning the need to develop our irrigation infrastructure. And one of the proposals we made was the one village, one dam concept, which was accepted. Pwalugu Dam was one of the areas that we discussed with them. Temde Dam in the Timpani was one of the other dams that would raise those concerns. We said that because if you look at the areas where our people are, we have over 90% of them being farmers. Now, for the past 1 decade, we realized that the raining pattern changed, the volumes changed. So around December, November, you see the youth, the young women, trooping to the southern sector to look for jobs because the grain-fed agriculture was no more attractive to them. So when they accepted our proposal, we all went to rural areas, said, okay, if that's the case, we need to give them opportunity to rule, with the hope that when they come, they will implement that. So if you look at the voting pattern in 2016, you realize that when you go to Upper East, Northeast, Upper West, Northern region, Bono Oti region, MPP votes increased drastically because we were hoping that these proposals would be accepted. After the 2016 elections, we keep monitoring these projects. You would have remembered our advocacy on the one village, one dam. Along the line, the way the one dam, one village was implemented, we were not happy. So we did engage, and then we were promised that at least there will be some kind of reforms to ensure that they are properly implemented. Again, in 2019, the sword was cut for the Pwalugu Dam. We were also monitoring. In 2022, October 27, all our members in Upper East and Northeast region, together with the chief, we went to the site and realized that our expectations were not met. So we did a march in the Nalirgu. We had an engagement with the Nairi. After that, Bomia called us to the Flanstar House, where we had engagement, and he gave us another promise that for now there's lack of funding, but he's going to do everything within his power to ensure that funding is allocated for the construction of the dam. Around that time, we never knew that 11.9 million was already paid to the contractor, because that's at the time we visited the site, there was no work done there. Now, the following year, that's 2023, in the agriculture budget, 250 million Ghana cedis was allocated for the construction of the dam. We were further disappointed when it came to the mid-year budget, that money was taken out. So when the Public Account Committee brought out this information, for the past 2 weeks, we never had rest in the office. We got calls from the members around the area, for farmers. They think that this money is so much that they will pay that for only mobilization without seeing any work done. And I'm also thinking so because if you look at the one village, one dam, each dam was costing 250,000 Ghana cedis. At least we saw some kind of excavation, some kind of small work done, except that the dam didn't meet standard for agriculture purposes. But in this case, we are not even seeing anything. So for us as an association, we are not too much concerned about the politics part of the discussion, but we want to see that if 11.9 billion is paid, we want to see some kind of something that at least our farmers can use for something. But as it stands now, we think there's no goal for the 11.9 million. And we are looking to hear, in going forward, what measures are going to be put in place to ensure that we have the Pwalugu Multipurpose Dam.
Is it true that the contractor has abandoned sites?
Yeah. Last week we visited there, there's no sign of any contractor there. There were some few chippings the time we visited in 2022, and then some blocks at the site. But later on, all those chippings were gone. There was nothing there. To be very honest with you.
Yes. Okay, his line dropped, but his point has been made. Let's go to Professor Miller now. Because he has a certain background he wants to bring for us to appreciate whether or not this is a project that we should continue despite the issues that have been raised. And as you can see, is that the road they talk about? The road that has been constructed and the money has been spent? Oh, that's it. So that's why the members of parliament who visited the place said a path rather than a road. This is all there is. Those of you who have the benefit of the television, this is not good. Look, it's a very serious matter, but you can't help it. Yes. Yeah. Charles, do we have you back?
Yes, that's on.
Okay, Charles, describe what you are seeing on the screen to our viewers. Where is this?
So now I've no access to the screen, but what I was seeing is that we visited a site, and then that's it. Apart from the just parents, the trees and the sort of paved way visit the site, there's not a site. The camps that are constructed in a different community, far away from the dam site. But the depth dam, it was that way. And then some farmers to pass right other way to stop the dam. But there was no dam.
Oh, your line is not the best. Your line is not the best. Let's hear John Jinapo when they visited the place. Let's hear what he has to say once again to put matters in perspective for you as we try to get a clean line to Charles Nyaaba or Professor Minla if we can get them. So let's hear John Jinapo.
I can confirm to you that so far almost $12 million has been paid to the contractor. At today's exchange rate of about 16 CD, that translates to about 192 million Ghana cedis. And as you can see, nothing, and I mean nothing, is being done here. This is the taxpayers' money wasted. We visited the site for the contractor, and you can attest, the contractor has packed and left site. Not only has he abandoned the project, the chippings that he brought there, the few blocks that were molded to even construct the site, our information is that those blocks have been sold. The chippings has equally been sold, and so the taxpayers' money has gone down the drain. My checks in Accra indicates that the contractor has even left Ghana. We find this development very, very unfortunate.
Right. Okay, Charles, are you back clearly on it?
Yes, please.
Okay. I was asking if you were able to see the footage that we were showing.
Yeah, so to be honest with you, even though I haven't seen them, but I also have a first-hand information about the situation now. When we visited the site,
when?
Those things that were described by Gita.
When did you visit?
That was in December 2023.
Okay.
Yeah, those things that were described by Gita as being constructed, we haven't seen them. They come.
Not at all. Not at all.
Hello?
You said you hadn't seen them. I'm asking, not at all.
Not at all.
Oh,
they
come
come,
on.
they come.
Sami Jamfi speaks about what he saw, but it shouldn't be worth the expenditure.
No, it doesn't work. What we saw there, as a layman, I don't think it will cost more than $1 million.
Because there was virtually nothing. Apart from the clearing of the trees, where farmers were now using the dam floor to plant okra, to plant rice and other vegetables. There was no any contract construction work at the dam. The act that is was just that they used really to clear it to allow at the site. Okay, they come for example. I get, but I spotted them and I never.
Charles's line is still very bad, very unfortunate. But the pictures you are seeing, for those of you who don't have the benefit of the television, it's complete bare land.